I'm Josh here with DCC TV, and I'm here with Liv Hadden and Malone. And how are you guys doing today?
We're great. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing great. Just got thrown right in the mix here, day one. So first, tell us about your new book.
Yeah, okay, so the first book in the series is In the Mind of Revenge. It's in my hands right now. And the new book that just came out on Sunday is The Adventures of Juicebox and Shame. And it kind of picks up where this one leaves off, but from a different character's perspective, which I think is really interesting because this first book is really dark and cynical, and the main character is kind of really broody. The character who narrates this book, he's totally the opposite. He's super positive, really happy person, happy-go-lucky, lighthearted, and so that's the difference in the tenor of the covers. And I actually took the opportunity for the second one to get an illustrator involved and add some artwork, and that's who Mo is.
Well, Mo, what got you excited about this project in particular?
Well, we actually met through tattooing, and so that's where our, it all really began. So with the second book, she wanted to have more of like a comic book kind of feel, and she basically just reached out to me and said, hey, are you interested? And being a fan of comics really my whole life, like, it was such an awesome opportunity to be a part of this project, for sure.
That's awesome. So this is a question for you both. Why writing and artwork? Why not window washing?
I don't like window washing. That's probably number one. Writing's just one of those things that I've always really enjoyed. It always has made me feel really good. I've always gotten really positive feedback. It's, if you will, a safe space for me. And I really get to kind of express creativity and all the ideas that are in my head and all of that. So it's just one of those natural things that I kind of just did.
That's great. That's great. What about you, Mo?
Well, I don't know. I feel like life is so short and there's so many paths that are going to come at you. It's good to have a bit of a game plan, but be willing to adapt to some changes. I've been a tattooer for about 20 years, so trying to venture out into more like graphic design work, logos, books, other kinds of like avenues of artwork, or I'm open-minded to anything, anything that seems fun and drives me to like create more is what I want to do.
Well, and anything that opens up that creative outlet is the thing that we all kind of strive for and run with. What part of the creative process do you find the most difficult?
Editing all my genius ideas that don't fit in the book. I'll be like, this is such a great idea, but it just doesn't fit, it's not working. You kind of have to like be willing to just backspace thousands of words. That's probably the toughest part for me.
Really, once I kind of, especially with this book, it's like I pretty much knew which scenes I wanted to illustrate for each chapter. And so you have to be open-minded. Like, if you have a composition in mind, perspective, whatever, and you start to see it come together and it's not really what you intended, like really scratching that out and starting over and being willing to make some changes, really it was through some mistakes and other stuff that were second thoughts that ended up being what I ultimately went with. So that was pretty cool and exciting.
That's great. In the genres that you both are in, and they've been good to you, you've been good to them, what other genres of creativity, broad brush stroke that, but what else would you like to do?
I wish I had any kind of musical talent to actually create music. I love it. I love to dance. I enjoy singing. It doesn't sound very nice, but I like doing it. If there was one other artistic expression I could really even be semi-decent at, that's probably what I would choose. Playing an instrument, singing, anything like that, being a professional dancer, anything with music.
Musically inclined, something or other.
Like
what about you, Mo?
I've actually wanted to start taking voice lessons and kind of getting back into theater roots from when I was a junior high kid. I really enjoyed that, and I feel like it'd be fun to kind of revisit that as an adult.
What is it about coming to conventions that you guys like so much, and what keeps you continuing to come?
I would say for me, just the energy and just the creativity all around. Not only are there a lot of just creative people here, the people who attend are creative, just the costumes are just, some of them blow your mind. You're like, how did you do that? That's amazing. the energy of all of it and the pace of it and all the pretty colors, and it's just super stimulating.
Sometimes a little overload, a little bit.
Yeah, but in like a good way. Like
right.
You want to be overloaded that way. Yeah.
For sure. What about you, Mo?
I feel like there's always somebody that you can like learn from, you know, whether it's another artist or another author, like there's always something you're going to walk away from. I mean, of course, like all the spectacular lights and artwork and costumes are fantastic and such a reason people come here. But I think when you're a professional and, you know, surrounded by other professionals, like you're going to learn like little tidbits, and it could even just be something how you're displaying your booth to, you know, how they're approaching their business. So you're like, oh, I like that, you know, or I never would have thought about doing it that way, you know, for me as far as art goes. And yeah, just getting to make connections with people that have been in the industry for decades, you know, I mean, that's such a valuable source, you know, of information that you really just need to soak that up.
For sure, and there's something about coming here that, as you both were saying, it is creative here. And people that come here are creative. It lets us be creative in what we are trying to do. The tough question, the one that I always stumble people on, what projects can you talk about that are coming up?
Okay, I actually have a sci-fi novel that I've been sending out to agents, and you know, just throwing my hat in the ring, hoping somebody bites. If no one does bite, I'm definitely going to independently publish it the way I did these. But it's basically a space opera. I like to say it's a cross between Guardians of the Galaxy and James Bond. Yeah, it's pretty epic adventure, cool sci-fi stuff. Oh yeah, it's really, really fun. Yeah, so that's a project I can talk about.
That's great.
Yeah, and I'm just really excited to read this book. She's kind of been telling me a little bit about it, and I'm like, ooh, when is that coming out?
Here's a part where we get to self-promote.
Okay.
So where can people find you guys on the social medias?
Yeah, I have a website. It's livhadden.com, HADDEN.com. You can kind of, everything that I do is on there. I have a Facebook, a Twitter, and an Instagram that I work with pretty regularly. The handle's Liv Hadden. I kept it real simple for everybody.
Hey.
Literally just type my name in Google. You can find me anywhere. Yeah, exactly. You know, I wanted my brand to be as uncomplicated as possible.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. What about you, Mo?
I'm kind of a hermit, so really Instagram is like my main form of business, you know. So yeah, just Mo__Malone, and yeah, that's really the best way to find me. I tattoo at Ragtime Tattoo in St. Louis, Missouri. So if you're ever in town and want a tattoo, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm Josh with Denver Comic Con TV. This is day one, and we're out of here. Wave, we're out of. Bye.
Bye, guys.